Hey there, health heroes. Ever feel like you're running on low battery even after sleeping 8 hours? Like your energy levels took a vacation and forgot to send a postcard? Here is your Anemia Decoded series, focusing on iron deficiency anemia in this video at DocDecoded, where medical mysteries get simplified and health myths get busted. What's the weirdest food craving you've ever had? Ice might be a red flag. Yes, iron deficiency anemia is more common than you think, and it may appear in weird forms. Imagine this. You climb a single flight of stairs and feel like you just ran a marathon. You're constantly cold, pale, and your nails look like they gave up on life. Sound familiar? Then you might be dealing with iron deficiency anemia. Anemia can be of different types. Iron deficiency is the most common one. We have already discussed about anemia. Do watch it out in the I button, it might be helpful for you. Iron deficiency anemia is caused when your body doesn't have enough iron to make hemoglobin, the oxygen-carrying protein in red blood cells. Trust me, if you're suffering from this, you don't not want to miss the diet hacks and myths that we've discussed at the later part. Your engagement and comment helps us to address your problems. Please share your story. Let's dive into the details. Iron is super important for every cell in our body to work properly, but different parts of the body need different amounts of it, especially at different stages of life. Here's the tricky part. Too little iron is a problem, but too much free iron can also be dangerous because it can cause harmful chemical reactions and damage cells. In normal condition, iron is stored in liver, spleen, and bone marrow. So, the body has clever ways to store and manage iron safely, using just enough for what we need and hiding away the rest to avoid damage. Do not worry. It's not your headache. Your body manages it well without your knowledge. What does iron actually do? Its main job is to carry oxygen in the blood. Iron is a key part of hemoglobin, the protein in red blood cells that grabs oxygen from your lungs and takes it to the rest of your body. In your muscles, a similar protein called myoglobin also uses iron to hold on to oxygen. Iron is also crucial inside your cells, especially in the mitochondria, your cell's power plants, where it helps produce energy. Without enough iron, your cells can't make enough energy. Your body can't make enough healthy red blood cells. This leads to anemia, where your tissues don't get enough oxygen and you feel tired, weak, and breathless. According to the WHO, over 1.6 billion people worldwide have anemia. That's almost 1 in 4 humans. So if you thought you were alone, trust me, you're in a very crowded club. Iron deficiency doesn't happen all at once. It goes through 3 stages. Negative iron balance. This is the first stage. It means your body is losing more iron than it's taking in from food. If you lose more than 10 to 20 milliliter of blood daily, your body can't keep up just through diet. So it starts using iron stored in the body, mainly in the liver and bone marrow. Blood tests might still look normal at this point, but iron stores, like ferritin, will be lower. Serum iron, serum ferritin, and total iron binding capacity, TIBC, are the primary factors to judge iron deficiency. As long as iron stores are present and can be mobilized, the serum iron, TIBC, and red cell protoporphyrin levels remain within normal limits. At this stage, cell size and shape and indices are normal. As iron stores in the body continue to drop, lab tests start showing changes. Initially, serum iron levels, iron in the blood, begin to fall. The body tries to compensate by increasing TIBC, total iron binding capacity, which is like the body's effort to grab more iron. At this stage, red cell protoporphyrin, a substance needed to make hemoglobin, also goes up. When serum ferritin, a marker of stored iron, drops below 15 micrograms per liter, it means iron stores are exhausted. At this point, even if iron in the blood seems just within normal range, the body starts struggling to make hemoglobins, the protein in red blood cells that carries oxygen. Iron deficient erythropoiesis. When red cell production is affected, when less iron is available, the bone marrow makes smaller, microcytic, and paler hypochromic red blood cells. These early red cells, called reticulocytes, also show signs of low iron. Blood tests will now clearly show changes, indicating the development of iron deficiency anemia. Transferrin saturation, which indicate how full the iron-carrying protein is, falls below 10 to 15%. Iron deficiency anemia, advanced stage. When the condition worsens, hemoglobin levels fall to 10 to 13 gram per dl in moderate anemia and to 7 to 8 gram per dl in more severe cases. The bone marrow tries to produce more red blood cells, but can't do so efficiently due to lack of iron. Iron deficiency can sneak in through many doors, and poor dietary intake, Are you surviving on Maggie and toast? Your iron stores are probably crying in the corner. 2. Blood loss. Women, especially during heavy periods, or anyone with internal bleeding, like from ulcers, can lose a lot of iron. A cardinal rule is that the presence of iron deficiency in an adult male or postmenopausal female means gastrointestinal blood loss until proven otherwise. 3. Increased demand. Pregnancy, growth spurts in teens, or bodybuilding can raise iron needs. 4. Poor absorption. Conditions like celiac disease or taking too many antacids can interfere with how your body absorbs iron. 5. In helminth infestation, anemia is caused by blood loss, nutritional deficiency, and inflammatory responses due to the parasite. It is very common in children of developing world, and in fact, it is scary. Each worm can consume 0.03 to 0.2 milliliter of blood daily. Multiple worms cause chronic occult blood loss, resulting in iron deficiency anemia. A question for you. Have you ever checked your hemoglobin and iron profile? What is your cause of iron deficiency? Comment. Your story may help someone else. Now let's talk about the body's red flag signal. Fatigue that laughs in the face of coffee. Pale skin. Not the vampire chic, but genuinely pasty. Dizziness or headaches. Shortness of breath. Doing regular stuff. Brittle nails or hair fall. Strange cravings like eating chalk, ice, or mud called pica. Yes, if your cousin craves the corner of the wall, maybe they need iron, not exorcism. Comment below with the weirdest food craving you've heard of. Let's see who wins the iron crown. The signs of anemia related to iron deficiency depend on severity and chronicity of anemia, in addition to the signs of anemia. Chelosis. Fissures at the corner of the mouth and koilonychia, spooning of the fingernails, are the signs of advanced tissue iron deficiency. How it's diagnosed? Diagnosis is simple. Blood test. Following tests helps to diagnose iron deficiency. 1. Hemoglobin is usually low. 2. Serum iron. This tells us how much iron is currently in your blood and is bound to a transport protein called transferrin. Normal range is 50 to 150 microgram per dl. 3. Serum ferritin tells how much iron you've stored. Iron is essential for our body, but too much free iron can damage cells. To protect itself, the body stores iron safely by binding it to special proteins inside cells. The two main forms of stored iron are ferritin, a protein that stores iron in a safe form, and hemosiderin, a more clumped up form. Pro tip. Always ask for ferritin testing if you feel off, even if your hemoglobin is just borderline. Trust your body. In normal conditions, the serum ferritin level, the amount of ferritin in the blood, gives a good idea of how much iron the body has in storage. That's why it's one of the most useful blood tests for checking iron levels. Normal ferritin levels. Men, around 100 micrograms per liter. Women, around 30 microgram per liter. When iron stores are low, serum ferritin drops. If it goes below 15 microgram per liter, it usually means that the body's iron stores are severely depleted. 4. Transferrin saturation. This tells us what percentage of transferrin is actually carrying iron. Normal range, 25%, 50%. Iron deficiency states are associated with saturation levels, less than 20%. TIBC, total iron binding capacity, fancy way of saying how thirsty your blood is for iron. The blood tests called peripheral blood tests show smaller and paler red blood cells, oddly shaped red blood cells, poikilocytes, like cigar or pencil shape, target cells, another type of abnormal red cell. Doctors might also run stool tests or endoscopy if bleeding is suspected. No, it's not fun, but it's better than being exhausted all the time. Some other tests doctors may ask you to do to rule out other disease, like evaluation of bone marrow iron store, red cell protoporphyrin level, serum level of transferrin receptor protein, red blood cell distribution width index, etc. Comment below. Have you ever had an iron test? What symptom surprised you the most? Now for the good stuff, fixing it. Dietary iron. There are two types. Heme iron, from animal sources like red meat, chicken, fish, oyster, kidney beans, beef liver, tuna, eggs, shrimp, peanut butter, leg of lamb. More easily absorbed. Non-heme iron, from plant sources like lentils, spinach, tofu, whole wheat bread, fortified cereals, brown rice, raisin bran, whole grain, enriched cereals, lentils, and beans. Vegetarians, don't panic. You just need a little strategy. Combine iron-rich foods with vitamin C, like lemon, orange, tomatoes, to boost absorption. Example: squeeze lemon on your spinach curry, it'll iron boost. Avoid drinking tea or coffee with meals. Tannins reduce iron absorption. Yes, that post-lunch chai might be sabotaging your energy. 2. Iron supplements, available in different forms and strength. Doctors prescribe these according to your weight and age. 3. Red cell transfusion. Transfusion therapies reserved for the individual who have severe symptoms of anemia, cardiovascular instability, and continued excessive blood loss, and who may require immediate interventions. If you want to prevent iron deficiency, you should keep in mind a few points. Eat a balanced diet. Even if you love pizza, make friends with leafy greens. Get routine blood tests, especially if you're an elderly. During pregnancy, never skip iron supplements. They're not optional. If you're a menstruating person, you can make a habit of taking iron supplements 5 to 7 days before starting a period till it ends. It will add to the replenishment process. Watch out for oversupplementation too. Too much iron can cause problems. Always follow doctor's advice. Drop a comment below. What's your favorite iron-rich food? Simple and powerful. Let's bust a few myths. 1. Only women get iron deficiency. Wrong. Men and children can too, especially vegetarians or athletes. To do. If I eat spinach, I'm covered. Sorry, spinach has iron, but it also contains oxalates that reduce absorption, so always pair it smartly. 3. Iron supplements give instant energy. Nope. They take a few weeks to show effect. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Hey, wait for the next video for your iron-rich diet plan and solutions to cure your iron deficiency anemia. I've made it just for you. Alright folks, if you learned something today, smash that like button, subscribe for weekly health decoded videos, and don't forget to share this with that tired-looking friend who claims they're just not a morning person. Until next time, stay strong, stay iron-powered, and as always, keep decoding your health with DocDecoded.